Stop.
Don't we not gonna even go there? I stopped a major thing for Beyonce. I'm going to do it right now.
We're older. She's married.
Okay, so you think you know everything about Beyonce and Jay-Z? Think again, because what's been bubbling under the surface is about to make your jaw drop. And I mean drop. Let me set the scene for you. Jason Lee. Yeah, that Jason Lee. The guy who always seems to know things before they blow up. Just dropped a bomb so explosive that even the Bayhive didn't see it coming. And trust me, these fans see everything. They notice when Beyonce breathes differently. They analyze every Instagram post, every outfit choice, every person in the background. But this caught them completely off guard. So what did he say? He straight up implied that Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Kelly Rowland might have had something going on behind closed doors. I'm talking about late-night studio sessions, blurred boundaries, intimate entanglements that cross every line you can imagine. And before you roll your eyes and say, just another rumor, just more celebrity gossip, remember, Jason Lee has receipts. This man has predicted celebrity drama before it even hits the headlines. He called out situations months before they became public. He's exposed secrets that people swore would never see daylight. So when he talks, people listen. When he hints at something, you better believe there's more to the story. But here's where it gets wild. Jason frames this whole thing as a triangle, a betrayal triangle to be exact. Beyonce, the queen, the untouchable icon, the woman who built an empire. Jay-Z, the king, the mogul, the man who's been by her side through everything. And Kelly Rowland, the ally, the sister, the one person who was supposed to be loyal no matter what. Or was she? Because according to Jason, Kelly might have been more than just Beyonce's best friend. He's hinting, suggesting, practically screaming that she could have been Beyonce's secret girlfriend. Yeah, let that sink in. The woman who stood beside her through Destiny's Child, through every up and down, might have been involved in something way more complicated than friendship. This isn't just tea. This is a whole pot boiling over. Now, how did all of this even start? Where did this bomb come from? It began during one of Jason's live streams. You know, the kind where he's just casually chatting, throwing shade here and there, keeping things entertaining. He's talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z like he's got insider knowledge, like he's been in the room where it happened. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, he pivots. He says that if Kelly Rowland doesn't come on his show, there's gonna be a problem. Not, it would be nice if she came. Not, I'd love to interview her. No, there's gonna be a problem. The vibe shifted instantly. You could feel it through the screen. His co-hosts went silent. The chat started freaking out. It wasn't gossip anymore. It felt like a threat, like a warning. Like Jason knew something that he was this close to revealing, and Kelly had one chance to control the narrative before he did it for her. And Jason didn't stop there. Oh no. He doubled down, claiming that Jay-Z's people were contacting him privately, trying to shut him up. Allegedly, they were reaching out behind the scenes, applying pressure, maybe even making threats. Now, if that doesn't scream, there's something real here, I don't know what does. Because why would Jay-Z's team care about some gossip blogger's live stream unless there was actual truth to protect? Naturally, the internet lost its mind.
But I am going to save this conversation for Jay-Z. Jay-Z, you're watching. I know you're watching because you got people calling me. Stop having people call me. You can call me yourself. You know how to get my number. You know you got people calling me. Call me yourself, because this right here is going to go viral.
People started asking the real questions. Why is Jason bringing up Kelly and not just Beyonce or Jay-Z? What's the connection there? What does Kelly have to do with any of this? And that's when the theories started rolling in. Fans began wondering if this explains why Beyonce and Kelly aren't as close as they used to be. Because let's be real, if you've been following these women for years, you know something changed. They were inseparable back in the day, attached at the hip, and now, crickets. But then, things got even messier. Like, so much messier. Enter Jonathan Hayes, industry insider. Someone who's been around the block, seen things, heard things, and this man did not hold back. During an interview, Jonathan alleged that Jay-Z has voyeuristic tendencies. Now, let me be clear about what that means. He's saying Jay-Z likes to watch. Specifically, he likes to watch other men with Beyonce. And Jonathan didn't say this like it was a rumor he heard. He said it confidently, matter-of-factly, like he'd witnessed this dynamic firsthand, like he knew people who'd been in these situations, like this was just known in certain circles. Can you imagine? Now combine Jonathan's claim with Jason's story, and suddenly the puzzle pieces start fitting together.
But yes, Ray J, from what I was told, from being inside at the highest level, that Jay-Z likes to watch Beyonce with different men, such as Ray J.
Fans are connecting dots left and right, playing detective on Twitter threads that are hundreds of tweets long. They're saying this could explain the rumored complexities in Beyonce and Jay-Z's marriage. Because if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. It explains the distance. It explains the controlled public image. It explains why their relationship has always felt more like a business partnership than a romance. At least from the outside looking in. Let's rewind for a second and talk about history. Beyonce and Kelly go way back. We're talking Destiny's Child era, when they were just teenagers trying to make it in the industry. They lived together. They shared everything: rooms, clothes, dreams, secrets. They called each other sisters. Not in the casual way people throw that word around, but in the deep bonded, you're my person kind of way. They were everything to each other. Kelly was there before Jay-Z, before the solo career, before Beyoncé became Beyoncé. But over time, especially after Beyoncé got serious with Jay-Z, that closeness started to fade. Slowly at first, then all at once. Kelly's presence in Beyoncé's public life? Barely there. She's not in the Instagram posts. She's not at the big events. She's not mentioned in interviews. And people noticed. Fans have been commenting on it for years. Some fans think Jay-Z set boundaries once he realized how tight their bond was. Maybe he felt threatened. Maybe he wanted Beyoncé's focus solely on him, on their empire, on building the Carter dynasty. Others think something deeper happened, something that forced distance, something that couldn't be talked about publicly.
His new album, have you heard it yet? Have you had an opportunity to give some thoughts on the whole thing?
I sure have. It's great. It's absolutely great.
Really different though, right?
Yes, really different.
Is
But
that,
getting back to what I'm here to talk about,
Yeah.
Claritin, I'm very excited to be teaming up with Claritin.
Either way, the distance is real. It's undeniable. And now with these new rumors swirling, people are revisiting that distance with fresh eyes. And here's the kicker. The moment that really set everything off, things really escalated when Beyoncé hosted the premiere of her Renaissance film. This was a massive event. A-list celebrities everywhere. Red carpet moments, the Bayhive out in full force. And Jason Lee, not invited. He wasn't on the list. In fact, he apparently spent thousands, we're talking serious money, expecting to be there, preparing for coverage, getting ready to document the whole thing. And then nothing. Radio silence, no invite, no acknowledgement. Feeling snubbed, feeling disrespected. He went off. He claimed Beyoncé doesn't support Black media, that she's turned her back on the people who helped build her up. But it wasn't just professional disappointment. You could hear it in his voice, see it in his posts. It felt personal, like he'd been hurt, like he thought they had some kind of relationship, some level of respect, and she'd just cut him off. And that's when the revenge-driven commentary started. That's when Jason decided if Beyoncé was going to shut him out, he was going to tell the world what he knew, or at least what he claimed to know.
In the elevator. We don't know what that was about. Again, I don't even have free passes to the 40/40 club.
And how you spent a lot of money on all the Renaissance.
But I did that because I never ever wanted to ask for anything free. Because Floyd Mayweather taught me a long time ago, don't ask nobody for nothing free because you don't want to be obligated to them. I pay for everything because I don't ever want people to say, why you say that? Don't say that. Nobody calls me and says, I say what I want to say.
Social media, absolute chaos, complete pandemonium, complete TikTok and Twitter exploded with old Destiny's Child clips that people hadn't thought about in years. Fans were rewatching footage of Beyoncé and Kelly's closeness.
We always tried to work out our differences and communicate each other. We always tried to communicate, but we were having problems for a while now.
Analyzing every interaction with a microscope, the way they looked at each other, the way they touched, the inside jokes. And then they started analyzing Jay-Z's body language around them. Every awkward glance, every moment of distance, every time he seemed uncomfortable when they were together, it all became evidence. People were making compilation videos, side-by-side comparisons, full-on documentary-style breakdowns. The internet was connecting past visuals with these new rumors, and the narrative was writing itself. Comment sections were going wild. Thousands of people weighing in, sharing their theories, adding their own observations. It became one of those moments where the internet collectively decides to investigate something and there's no stopping it. But let's talk about Jay-Z for a second. Because of his past, it's not exactly squeaky clean. Remember Lemonade? That album that had everyone convinced Beyoncé was going to leave him? The raw emotion, the anger, the pain, Becky with the good hair became a cultural moment. And then 444 came out, where Jay-Z basically admitted to everything. He confessed to infidelity. He talked about his mistakes. He tried to explain himself, and then there were the rumors that never quite went away. The whispers about Foxy Brown, the questions about Rihanna, the other women whose names got attached to him over the years. A pattern of secrecy, a pattern of control, a pattern of doing whatever he wanted while maintaining this public image of the devoted husband. So when fans hear about this alleged threesome theory, it doesn't sound far-fetched. It doesn't sound impossible. It sounds like par for the course. It sounds like exactly the kind of thing that would happen behind the closed doors of power and fame. And that's what makes people think Beyoncé and Jay-Z's marriage might not be the fairy tale we've been sold. Maybe it's not about love. Maybe it's strategic. Maybe it's transactional. Maybe it's about building empires and protecting legacies. Maybe it's just complicated in ways we can't even begin to understand from the outside. Meanwhile, Kelly Rowland, she's been moving very differently. After all this drama went viral, fans noticed her pulling back even more.
You know how, like, you'll kind of talk yourself out of things? Like, I used to do that.
Yeah.
And now, like, I'll catch myself, like, about to do it. I'm like, no. Here we go. This like reposition the thought to not be glass half empty but half full.
She's been avoiding Beyoncé-related events like they're the plague, dodging interviews about Destiny's Child. When reporters try to bring up the old days, she redirects. She's focusing on her solo projects, her family, her own brand, and she's staying eerily quiet about all of this, not addressing it, not denying it, not defending anyone, just silent coincidence? Maybe. But it definitely looks like she's distancing herself, like she's trying to stay as far away from this mess as possible. And you can't really blame her. Whether the rumors are true or not, having your name attached to this kind of scandal is a nightmare. And Beyoncé? Queen Bey herself? Classic Beyoncé. She said nothing. Absolutely nothing. She's sticking to her golden rule, the one that served her well for decades. Never explain, never react. No social media posts addressing it, no statements through her publicist. No denial, no confirmation. Just silence. Strategic, calculated silence, but people are noticing things. Her inner circle is shrinking. The people who used to be close are disappearing from her life, from her events, from her narrative. And Kelly's absence at recent events is glaring. When Beyoncé does something major now, Kelly's not there. And fans are divided on what that means. Some say she's ignoring Jason strategically, playing the long game. That engagement would give the rumors oxygen, make them bigger, make them real. That silence is power, and eventually people will move on to the next scandal. Others think she's protecting something deeper, that there's truth here. And the only way to contain it is to say nothing, to let it exist in the realm of speculation rather than confirmation. So where does that leave us? Where does this wild, messy, complicated story go from here? As of right now, no receipts have surfaced. No photos, no videos, no concrete evidence. But curiosity, the speculation, it's growing by the day. Jason Lee's hints and Jonathan Hayes' claims have created one of the biggest celebrity what-ifs in recent memory. It's the kind of story that people will be talking about for years. And if Jason ever reveals proof, actual, undeniable, screenshot and timestamp proof, this story could go from gossip to headline news, from internet speculation to legitimate scandal, the kind that changes legacies, the kind that rewrites history. So buckle up, check your notifications, keep your eyes on social media, because something tells me we haven't seen the last of this drama, not even close.